Warning, explicit content.
It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to feel alive. The only way I know how. The only way I know how.
Well, good morning, friends, family, and Thinkerton everywhere. This is Tea and Coffee, and I am your host, OutThnk, and for the next couple hours we're going to be just talking, playing some Albion Online, and, like I said, talking. Maybe eating some snacks because, you know, gamers, we like our snacks. So, Albion, I've been kind of taking it easy. I haven't really been looking to get into too many fights. The reason being that, just like I've said, I've been saying this a lot, but, you know, we're still working on the format of this show, and with that, I just came out of a 6-year plus run in another game that was strictly PvP, so I'm relaxing and playing the Gatherer, and I kill a few NPCs, non-player combatants. But mostly I'm gathering ore and gathering stone for the guild we have going there. Yes, you can find us in Albion Online as Thinkerton. A few of us got over here kind of checking it out, looking forward to the launch date in July. So every bit of progress you get right now will be wiped come July, and so this is really a practice run, get the feel for it, kind of see how things work, design a strategy, a plan. It takes a number of people in this type of game to supply an army, and when I say an army, that could be 25 people, but it'd take 75 plus more to keep them in prime armor and in fighting condition. So we need crafters and gatherers and, you know, players of all styles. So don't be afraid to drop into our Discord channel. Yes, we use Discord. It's a 100% free voice application which allows us all to talk and get to know each other, and some of us have been doing this for a long time together. We have new members all the time, which is always fun because the same stories, you know, well, y'all know how it is. Bunch of older guys, you know, we tend to tell the same stories over and over again, like nobody's heard them. But when you get somebody new, your stories are not only new, but you get some new ones in the mix, so it's a lot of fun. And try to get ready to go here. I haven't even entered the world yet. We're going to pop right into my island, and if it puts us where I logged out, I'll be right in my house. Me and my trusty ox, or water buffalo, Sam, will be ready to start our gathering of stone. I think we're going to be after some travertine this morning. Maybe, I don't know, special ore if we come across any. But for right now, we're gonna just we're gonna enter the world, and we're gonna go ahead and make myself small. I'm playing with the little thing I got over here, and it's almost a necessity. I think I'm new to live streaming. This is only, you know, I haven't live streamed that many times. But I figure something like this, everybody's got to have one that plays with OBS Studio, because it allows me to, let's see, let me click on something else here just to show you. Since we're playing Albion Online, I'll show you their logo up full screen, but I have this X key, and it allows me to program buttons to do specific things versus looking over here, looking at OBS Studio. I've started, don't think I'm going to use it a whole lot today, but I've started programming these buttons in so I can do stuff like this on the fly. You see, that was just a button, pulls up their logo. We're playing Albion Online. I've got Sam. We're in my house that I've got built, which anybody watching this stream thinks this house has to do anything with what our island or other people in the guild's islands look like. Even though I'm the leader, don't hold it against me. Like I said, I'm gathering. Nearly everything I get goes straight to the guild bank to grow. That's what we're trying to do. We're looking at it. It's July. I'll play totally different. No, I won't be just ox riding all the time. I'll be back to my normal old give me some armor thing. But for now, it's relax, enjoy. We're just playing some Albion Online. So as you see, I'm back on my ox. We're gonna head our way out, and y'all know the drill. I've been working this area pretty hard the last, well, I think since we started this. Basically, we did do a little run across to the capital in one show. We've done a little of that, but for the most part, now let's go ahead and we're gonna. Well, we better go look. I didn't look, so we'll go look. We're gonna go over here and look at just to check my inventory and see. These guys aren't like. See how this guy looks? He's not hurt. This guy, he's a little damaged. The more they turn towards red, the closer they get to being broken or wore out. So you got to head over to one of these guys, and you can find them in cities or towns. But we have one. This is our guild island. No, this isn't a city. It's just our guild island. Like I said, don't hold my personal island against me at all. This is the guild island. So I click on it, and it's going to cost me a little coin. I probably should have checked my crops too, but I think they're alright. I watered them last night. Yeah, I got a patch of carrots going in the back just to grow carrots to feed buildings as I refine all this ore and rock I keep bringing back, because buildings get hungry. The workers, I guess, in the building get hungry. So let's go ahead and repair all, pay for it, get all my tools repaired back up, and yeah, it costs money. So let's get back on Sam, the trusty water buffalo from India that I had imported into the game, specially. So as you can see, I'll take a little quick ride around the guild island. Here's our guild casa. It's growing quite nicely. Every time Brockett and Mild Cheddar and those guys get together, they build it. I'm letting them learn. They're, not that we're gonna, we're setting stone on officers for who will be in this guild. We're always looking for intelligent, smart people to be officers, plus active people. It takes a lot of activity in this type of game to be an officer. So if you're that type of player, holler at me. Jump in Discord, get me on Facebook. I mean, heck, find us on Twitter. Find us anywhere. All right, look, so we're looking around. This is our little guild island we got going on. We've upgraded it a number of times. But like anything, it takes resources to upgrade, to be able to do things on your own island at a better price. We even have our own auction house that we can sell our stuff that we're getting. Alright, so we're heading off to Fort Sterling again. Alright, that's kind of the city that we're attached to with our island. So with Fort Sterling, what I'm going to do is head off to good old Gent or Ghent. Maybe a dev will come on the show and say, hey, OutThnk, you've been saying that wrong. Slap me in the chat or something. Tell me, hey, it's Ghent or Gent. I think it's Ghent, but really, we'll keep saying it wrong till a dev joins me and runs some Albion with me on the show one morning just for kicks. Like to see what they're capable of in game, you know. Catch on fire. They can do some funny stuff in these games usually. Moderators, devs. They have special skills that nobody else has, or a look. They appear beside you, you'll definitely know it's him. Okay, so what we're going to do first, we're going to run over here. And we're not going to be scared of this guy, we're just going to go by him. Sam will be okay. He may get whacked in the tail a couple times. And yes, I'm passing up a lot of ore. But we're just going to look, see at some stuff real quick. We're in a hurry for a moment. We're looking around. There we go. Has somebody already got it? Somebody already got it, I think. If somebody already got it, where all resources already been depleted. See, somebody's over here working it already. See, that stuff, it's different. It's special. It goes for high dollar on the market. Let's see. This one's all here, so maybe we can find the path where whoever's been here isn't grabbing up all the specialty stuff, you know. Some of these larger groups in there, you know, they have people that they designate strictly to work areas. Ooh, these guys are mean. Not that they'd kill us, we could get by them, but we need some of this too, so we're going to get it while we're here. We're going to have to start grabbing stuff now. And by the way, you're watching Tea and Coffee, sorry. You're watching Tea and Coffee. And what I'm doing is just playing Albion online, talking to you, getting to know how to stream. First of all, this is, you know, episode 7 of this show. I haven't been doing this very long. I have a little past experience with some production stuff, so learning open broadcast studio is something that's new to me, and hotkeys, which, you know, I don't mind talking about it. I like when people stream it. It really gives us all something better to watch than, you know, reruns, repeats, remakes, remixes. You know, Hollywood's kind of ran out of talent or something in the gene pool. I like independent music. Speaking of, we got some, I got an addition or two coming up to the show. So far, all the music you hear, I try to keep things legit with Thinkerton, you know. All the music you hear is given to us to use specifically during the show. Meaning, you know, you can listen to it without us getting in trouble at any time. Well, we got some independent artists that are friends of ours that are now agreeing to allow us to use their music as background music in the show. So you'll hear the sound effects of my guy beating on rocks, and you know, but we'll hear some jams in the background. And I admit, some of them songs are very good. You know, some of the people too are awesome, and they're gamers. Some of them, you know, it's funny. I always talk about how gamers and musicians kind of seem to be tied together. Not only do gamers like music, but, you know, musicians like to game. And they find that their equipment, like their recording software and stuff, it's really not what they find, but their hardware, their computer itself, can play games when they're bored. So they end up being gamers, and I'd like to have a whole bunch of them that drop in and game with us. It'd be a lot of fun, you know. Be a way to promote themselves amongst the gaming community too, is just to drop in, be part of the show. We have plans on more shows. I'm going to get back to doing another show that I started, but we were doing it on our radio station, which a lot of that stuff was put on the back burner when the president of a community goes through a divorce, and, you know, you got to have time for all that, and, you know. But now that that's all done and been settled, and I have now you know, I take care of the kids. You know, we're in business. You know, we're not. So yeah, I'm a single dad. Oh, come on, Sam. We don't want to be here. Come on, this guy likes to be very mean. Come on, Sam. Come on, come on. You're hurting a little. We'll get you out of here and you can relax. Ooh, they chase you for a minute, but I can't fight all of them without somebody to help me out, so we just go back over here. And this is what I'm really looking for, folks. It's travertine. Need a whole bunch of it. And of course the ores. I always tease everybody and tell them I'm an ore whore, which kind of sounds bad, but it's the truth. If I can find ore, I'm usually gonna get it. See, somebody's already got these special ones. You can tell by they're flattened out. See how it says resources depleted? And yeah, people, if you're Albion Superstar, I'm no pro. I do this because I'm encouraging people to join, encouraging people to have some fun. So, you know, just watch for fun. Get your jollies off me walking in circles or something, because I tend to forget to look down at the mini-map sometimes, which is this guy down here, by the way. This is what we call a mini-map down here in the lower right corner. And you can push in, and you can see, and I'm this guy right here. And that's where I came in. See, and you can go out over here, or you can go out up here. But we're not going to do that. There's also a map of the world, which you can see that I'm in Pen-Gent, which is right here. Ghent. How would y'all say that? Gent? Ghent. Ghent. We're going to say Ghent. Pen-Ghent. Alright, so, but let's back out. As you can see, there's a lot of places to go and a lot of room to expand in this game. This is just pre-release stuff here, and this is the world. And so you can imagine when you get out of these little basic starter zones, you're going to run into some things that are a lot different than what you're seeing here. These rock elementals, you know, and these little skeletons. You're going to run, there's a monster for every tier. There's some surprises around every corner. Each map's going to be different. So there's a lot to see in the coming days of the stream, as not only I progress, but the game progresses, the community progresses, because like right now it's hard to get the players I run with up early in the morning, because the ones that get up early, they go to work. I get up early because I got to make sure the kids are gone to school, even though they're old enough to do it themselves. I'm kind of old-fashioned that way. And yeah, this is my vape. You'll hear it. Everybody says it sounds like I'm eating apples, but you decide, I guess. But it's better than cigarettes. I'm sorry. I haven't done that since, wow, it's been 3-4 years nearly. Guess it's about time to start considering quitting using the vape, but you know, it doesn't keep me coughing, and it doesn't make me, so I don't really think about quitting as much as sweet cigarettes made you do. Because it's just, I think it's better for you, but I'm no scientist. I guess. Okay, now you see where we're at. Let's see where we're at. We'll pull up in again. We're sitting right by where we came in. We're not near ready to go out. We need to go deeper into Albion in Pen-Ghent. Okay? So we're going to go right here. This guy's already, somebody got it. We need to go back up in here. Start getting some ore. Turn this ore into armor. And then you can sell that armor either on the market, or you can wear it, or you can give it to clan members or guild members. Last game was clans, this game's guild. I'm still getting used to the difference between the two. well, I'm not getting used to it, other than the fact is just changing what I say. It's kind of like the past show I did for a few episodes, just very few episodes before changing games. I still want to sometimes say that, but I don't. I try to always call this tea and coffee because that's what it is. Tea and coffee. Where we just play a game, we talk, maybe talk about the game, maybe talk about the community, maybe talk about what's going on Facebook, on my little thing I have going on there, which everybody's stumped today, so we don't have to worry about it much. Little game we play. I have a microscope that I take pictures with, and I'll post a picture as a clue and ask them to see if they know what it is. And you know, anytime you're that close and up personal to something, it's pretty hard to tell what's going on. So sometime about lunchtime, I'll give them another clue if nobody's guessed it. And that shocked me at some of the people's guessed so quick. It's like you really could see that, but they'll get it. And it's pretty sharp. But sometimes it goes on and on because I might make it a little too hard to see because I can zoom in pretty far. But I'll give them another clue about 6 o'clock. But then I'll let them work on that till about 9, and then if they still haven't got it, I'll tell them the answer. But usually it takes 1-2 clues because I try not to make it too hard, you know, because otherwise it would just be like we'll wait till the 3rd clue and we'll talk to you then. But I like them to have to kind of think about it a little, and honestly, it challenges me to find something to put under the microscope that you think, oh, they will actually have a chance at that. But because you never know, I mean, what's enough, what's too much, you know, to show. So it's kind of fun for me to do. I call it I Spy with my microscope eye. But we're gonna walk right over here, pick this stuff up. You see, it's flax. Use it with all your other material goods, and you turn it into clothing. Like the clothing I'm wearing right now is for basically gathering rock. It gives me some bonuses for gathering rock. But like these guys, he's going around gathering that stuff up, so we'll stop here and get the ore. You see, it disappears. You got to wait on it. It'll come back. But it takes a little while. If you run right over there to it, you'll only get 1 or 2 from it versus getting 6 or 8 or however many. But this stuff right here is travertine rock. We like travertine. Let's see. Got some stuff I'm working on here. I'll throw this up here for y'all for a minute. I'm gonna do this right here, and y'all can see that. You're watching this on Facebook. If you're watching, I mean, we do cross post a little. Mostly, I'm checking out the Facebook thing. I like the ability that my family and people, you know, most of them aren't Twitch users, but they are Facebook users, and you know, if they want to watch for a minute or something, they can, because you never know what I'm going to do. This isn't no, you know, oh, he's gonna sit like this every day and play games, and you know, we'll have to watch him do this. You know, yeah, I'm gonna be playing some kind of game. Trust me, I like games, and being that I'm disabled and at home, I find it relaxing and fun. But I will do something. I have to. It's just kind of my nature to keep changing and adding. It's like all the little T's and overlay and the Discord being thrown up there so y'all can see that we use Discord. That's just encouragement to, hey, come on, be on the show, hang out with me, let's talk. You know, it's maybe I'll get a couple of musicians I've been talking about to come in and talk. You know, I have the ability for people to play live in my cave, and that's I said we used to do live from OutThnk's cave on the radio, and that's what I did. I'd have people come over, sit in my cave, and play all acoustic. Oh, we had some awesome. I'll throw some of those recordings in the mix for y'all to hear. The live recordings from the cave, and I plan on bringing that show back, but that's after the radio station gets going again. That's after, I got some changes going on here at the house that are holding up progress on the changes in the cave. So, remodeling the house, turning it into it's actually a man cave house. It's the house is kind of a cottage style. It's something I've always liked, but it's the man version of a cottage. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Where's asphyxiating at? Is he in channel? What's he playing? Hey man, what are you playing? Not much. I'm just sitting here playing Albion online and doing my streaming thing. Yeah, I just do that because I don't know who, because I tell everybody about it, so about Discord, so just to kind of make sure I know who's fixing to come in. I can give you permissions in a minute. It's no big deal. It's just the only room that's locked on the whole server, and it's just I guess a needed security precaution at this point. No, 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 no. I just, it's pretty fun though. You'd have to talk to some of the other guys about a lot of the other aspects of the game, because if you've been watching my stream, it's fairly boring at this time, because the fact is I'm just gathering. That's all I'm doing, hitting rocks with the hammer, and but we're building a guild island, so I'm using all this stuff to basically help fund or provide the resources to do that. So my stuff is like really falling behind, which I don't care. Now we do have some farms and stuff that are coming along pretty nice on people's private islands that also help supply what we'll need, but this is only a pre-release here, beta, and they're gonna wipe it, but it's a good way to practice, figure stuff out's what I think. So, but July is when it goes live. But it's pretty fun. I mean, I like the way it plays. It's got a couple of bugs and glitches. I don't like getting stuck on stuff, but all games go through that phase, I think, at some time or another. Yeah, but it's enjoyable. I've done a little fighting, but that's mostly Brockett's thing and a couple of the other guys. Cheddar, he's progressed pretty far. Um, there's only 8 tiers that I know of, but it still costs money, man. You have to buy a founder's pack unless you get a key somehow, which they give them away sometimes, but with the founders, albiononline.com. But you gotta click, like, I can't remember something. You gotta look at something first, and then it'll pop up after you've clicked to the next page once. Versus it's up on the top right once you've kind of looked at their page. I noticed that it's not there the first time you go to their page, but after you look at another page on their page, it appears. Did you the download? Yeah. It'll let you download it. You just can't play. You'll have to have a key. I've been talking to a couple of games, though, 'cause after leaving the last game I played for so long, I have to really settle into something, and this keeps drawing me further and further into it. But there's a couple of out that are coming out that, man, I'd really like to just mess with, and see how they are. There's one that's out, and one that's you still have to be invited to play. But since we're playing Albion, thou shalt not be named right now, I guess, because that's just uncool, I think. But but if I decide to check them out, I may stream a little of that during my show just to see what it's like. I'll message you and tell you, but I won't be mean to the Albion online because it's been really cool so far. I won't say nothing about other games, really. Oh, you can see them in chat, dude. Just scroll up to what we were talking about last night in Discord. Oh, oh. Oh, no, that's just the games we were talking about, or those two that are right there in chat. Oh. Man, somebody's gone through this area and picked it clean of all the good stuff. Early. Early. It's normally not this early when it gets picked clean. Or somebody's out here doing that. We'll have to move to another area. But I'm out getting anything, so it doesn't bother me. I'll pick up anything I find. But I'd really like to be finding a travertine, which is worth more to us right now. It and limestone and takes all this stuff to build. Man, stuff is gone. I won't even pass up cotton in these conditions. Usually there's like 14 travertine all stacked up together over here. Rocks that you gotta break. But yeah, if you decide to start playing, man, we can help you get leveled up a lot faster. I'd advise the first thing you do when you spawn in, right, is run to Fort Sterling as fast as you can. Because then you can get connected with us, because that's the city that our guild island and our personal islands are off of right now. That ain't where we're going to put them after launch, but we put them there for right now. I don't think we're going to talk about where we're going to put our island before launch on the stream or anything, because this game might get real serious when it comes to strategy and stuff. And guild island placement, I think, is going to come into that. So, but we still haven't decided exactly how we're going to, approach playing in this game. Because I keep trying to explain to people it takes a heck of a lot more crafters and gatherers than it does warriors. Truthfully. Because this game is 20 versus 20 or 5v5 right now with guilds. You see what I mean? And if you've got X amount of fighters, it'll take 75% more to be the suppliers, to keep them in good armor, to all the necessary resources, and take, like 8 to 1 in my opinion, if we're really gonna play and try to do something with it. But I'm still recruiting, looking for people that are serious, want to be officers, want to basically take the reins and, are big time into this, like Brockett. That's why Brockett's second in command, because he likes these games and has been playing this style for. No, no. That's totally understandable. That's why a lot of people aren't playing. They're kind of just seeing what it is, and Thinkerton. That is, they're watching the few of us that are playing and kind of seeing what if this is what's going to be the game for them, or I mean, ain't happening. You don't have to wish, you don't have to hope. It ain't happening. Uh, I, I can't be any more blunt about it to anybody. Nope. It ain't happening. Don't ask. Don't expect. Don't ask. Man, look at that video. Just look up there at the one for. Oh hell, I'll just say it. Black Wake. Watch that, dude. Tell me that's 16 versus with 54 in a match. 16 people per ship combat, and they're all. No. That's that game on Black Wake. That's it's in Discord chat, man. That's something else I'm looking at, dude. It just looks hilarious right now. I mean, it doesn't look polished, really, but man, it looks like it'd be a blast to stream at night with a bunch of us. Just, it's $20 on Steam, but man, we could all we could have a lot of fun at night. It wouldn't work for this show because ain't no way I'm gonna wake up 16 people, and to run with 15 random people on something like that, it'd be so chaotic. The stream wouldn't be worth watching, I'm afraid. So, but at night, if we can get on there, I'll make it where it's a rule that if we're streaming, you gotta talk like a pirate. Hell, I'll wear an eye patch while I'm streaming. I'm not care. I love, that's how Thinkerton started. Was in the world of pirates. So it'd be like getting back to my roots, man. And I've been talking to them. You know how I am. Before I start playing a game, I actually try to contact them and let them know that if I play, I usually bring a few people with me. You know, and I want a little information before I even spend $1, or I'd like to know, and I'm not a game jumper. You know me. If I start a game and it lasts a month, right, or lasts about that long, it's a 5-6 year run for sure with me. Because it's just how I am. Because I start building a clan, I start, I can't jump around. Yeah, she's just, I guess it's probably financial issues right now with the internet with her. So I don't bug her. I just let her, give her time to do whatever. But we settle into a game. She'll find a way. She's. But yeah. But that pirate action, man. If you watch the video, and imagine the chaos that would ensue if we were playing. It's just our style, dude. It's just something we could get stupid in. But now the other one, is more of an MMO top game, but it's also Sea of Thieves. That's a pirate MMO that's coming out, and it looks good, dude. It looks interesting, but again, I'm not gonna play a game just blindly. I want to read a little. I want to learn a little. I want to, now this one I started playing, and truthfully, it's because Brockett, he said, you ought to play this. And then I talked to him a little bit about it, and he showed me a little bit on his stream, and was talking to me about it, and it looked a lot more relaxing than what I'd been doing, and that's kind of what I've needed lately, so I jumped into it. Just, oh, what'd you get? Ah, yeah, my G19's getting to that point where it needs to be replaced, man. I think I put a keyboard through its paces. Yeah. Oh, this one's been nice. It has the LCD display, everything on it. I really liked it, but I have that disorder that makes me shake, and I get real bad muscle twitches. So when I've got my left hand, like right now, I'm sitting on my left hand, so I don't wiggle as much on camera, right? I kind of brace myself just to let you know let everybody know my secret. But I'm hard on a keyboard because I force my hand down on it just to kind of help me, you know. And then of course at times my fingers are like they don't want to straighten out. So at those times I usually call for a break or something. Yeah. Yeah, mine does too. I mean, it's built. I mean, I've had it for. I got it when I started tanks. So I mean, it's. I think the plastic's getting thin. It's been through so much meanness, but it's mechanical too. It has the armrest though. I took my hand rest off because my pull-out keyboard tray has a hand rest on it, and it fits basically just like when the other one's attached. Because without it, it don't fit in the keyboard tray. It's a big keyboard. I just started using my X keys for OBS Studio today. I used it a couple times. I haven't, but man, as far as streaming goes, or even gaming like this, man, these keypads are freaking awesome, dude. You could program this thing with so many macros. It'd be ridiculous. You could game in an MMO like a freaking madman with freaking macros from hell. But oh yeah, I stream 9 to 11 every morning. All right. And by the way, folks, you're watching Tea and Coffee. I'm your host, OutThnk, and live on the air with us right now, we have a friend, Thinkerton. His name is Asphyxiating. Yeah, he's got a funny name too. We all do. We call them handles. They're, I use mine all the way across the internet. I'm not bashful. I'm OutThnk. Somebody tries to take my name, and they're going to end up with a lawsuit. I done copyrighted mine. Trademarked, man. So is Thinkerton. They're mine. Well, they're ours. I don't want people, you know. But dude, we go back so long, it'd be hard to prove you're. You know what I mean? We're yeah, we've been around long enough to say, yeah, go ahead, try. Yeah. I laugh at Darby because, you know, he joined back when I was playing Pirates of the Burning Sea. And that was like 5 years before that. So was Eric Ventaris, Rainbow Osborne. Rainbow Osborne, dude, I picked him up. Oh, Eric Ventaris, too, truthfully, was the first MMO I ever played online. And I was playing with my kids in Pirates of the Caribbean, the Disney game. And I built this enormous freaking guild, dude. Enormous guild, and that's how it all started. But they kept banning us because you try to message somebody or post in chat, and if it had anything to do with a website or an email address, they ban you for 24 or 48 hours or however many offenses you had. And we're like, come on, we're freaking adults here, you know, and it's a Disney game. So we had a bunch of us that had slowly made their way, because this is back, we were using MySpace, right? We had a bunch of people, yeah, we made our way to that, where a bunch of us knew, right? So we were talking on MySpace, and I got everybody to have a letter, right? And so we went and stood on the beach, side by side by side by side, and spelt out our MySpace address, right? And we're typing that, you know, we were changing games, but we're standing there because we wasn't typing anything that would get us banned, and they couldn't ban you for a single letter. So we were holding it up across the whole beach where everybody came in and out of this port, and then we went to Pirates of the Burning Sea. And dude, for a long time we were rocking on that, dude. We had a blast. You see all, because I could make Thinkerton sails, right? And you could fly them on your ship. Well, the big red T flying on the front of those sails was just standard. Everybody in Guild wore them, right? But they also, people would pay me to make them custom sails, and I would sell them to them. But as far as Thinkerton, I gave them to them. Dude, we had some awesome sails because they had to be authentic, historical. They had to have be able to be made back then, right? So I had Thinkerton sails that looked like they'd had holes all in them, like they were tattered, you know. And then I had some that had like patches, like they'd sewn patches to fix it, you know. And then I had some that had like skulls and crossbones across the T, because that was our flag in that game, was a T with the skull and crossbones across it. And because you wore that on the back of that showed you what guild you were in. And that was our guild flag. And man, I built a lot of people crazy, cool looking, you know, sails. But you know, Rainbow Osborne back then, he called himself in that. He was Tommy Loy, right? I'll never forget. And he, you know, he'd wear the big feather out of his hat, you know, and these spandex-looking pants, and they were pink, right? And no shirt, and you know, this was just how he was always dressed like this, real flamboyant, you know. And I made him a set of sails, dude. And you know, he's been a Thinkerton for a long time. You know, I don't give a shit about a personal preference for a person. So his sails were two male symbols interlocked together, hanging off the big red T, dude, on a set of. But he used to could be bait for people. Go stand on the dock, right? And he used to do some funny. I'll leave a warning at the front of this show for what we might say. But he used to kneel down in front of people on the dock, just so what it looked like. And then he'd go get on his boat. And then, if he ran away, we'd attack whoever was trying to get him. He could bait people. But no, Tommy loves to be a pirate, dude. I think he was born a pirate. He just was in the wrong time. That's his favorite thing in the world. But we had a blast, for a long time. But we kind of left that game because of some ignorance on their part. It's the same kind of deal. It was like you are running a game that has so much potential. Because at the time, that was the best pirate game out by far. And it could have been the best pirate game ever. Their 25 on 25 port battle combat was awesome, dude. Awesome. You did not want to get to be the primary because you were going down. Because, you got pirate hercs and stuff in there. You got broadsides from hell shooting at you. But because even after you had to do so much to even be able to make your landing to take the port, and that was the end of the port battle, was on land combat. You know what I mean? Hand to hand combat to take a port. But the line fighting, that's what I said when I was tried to play some warships. I was like, man, I wonder if any of these people understand line fighting, because that's the way to fight with ships, man. Now, in those modern ships, it don't come into play as much as, because those you had to maneuver to get your broadsides on somebody a lot more, and you risk a lot more turning all the time, and you got to time it, because you see them guys primary somebody and shoot, move. That's your time. That's the opportunity to return fire, let them have it. And when you got 25 ships and you got one person that you got calling the battle, and everybody's from different pirate guilds, it's not just your guild. It's the pirate nation goes to take a port away from the British or from the French nation, and it's their guilds get called, and it's everybody with enough points, battle points, to get called to that fight. Man, I always made sure I got called to the fight. I was getting called to tier 50 fights when I was level 38, dude, and I'd take a fast ship just for griefing, dude, just for pop, I'd be like, just let me fight, man. I love that fighting. But it's the rest of it that it just got ridiculous, man. It wasn't Merchants of the Burning Sea. It was supposed to be Pirates of the Burning Sea. You really wasn't pirates anymore. It was like, you're going to play pirates, let's be pirates. Yeah, absolutely. There wasn't even, you couldn't even bury a treasure chest with your loot in that thing. And I'm like, come on, man. What pirate game doesn't involve treasure chest for the pirate himself? Yeah, I'm not going to go deposit my stuff in a bank. I'm a pirate. Or 50 chest all over the map so I can get to it, I always thought it'd be cool if it was buried, and if somebody started digging just in that spot, they could find your treasure. That'd be a cool game, because there's a billion places to bury something, you know what I mean? But you'd have to make sure nobody's seen you bury it. That'd be the crazy cool thing. Let me see if I can get this special stuff here. Yeah, gives us some iron ore that's uncommon. We'll take that. That stuff's worth thank. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah. We're just walking in circles. Truthfully. Well, it's like any other thing. I mean, dude, it's crazy. You can go, right now, I'm basically playing the part of a person that breaks rock. Right? I'm even wearing the clothes, right? If you look at my clothes, they're Adept Courier's cap, right? I'm just in a Courier right now. But what happens is you have to use these stones to build up your homes, your buildings on your island, so you can produce more and make more. Uh, Dude, you even have to farm, like in Farmville, so you can feed the workers that are making stuff in your buildings. You basically got to feed the building, but you can't fall off stuff, which is nice. That's a bonus, or I'd have died a billion times in this game. But the maps, the world is big. I mean, I show you the. This is where I'm at. I'm in Pingent or Gent, however you want to say it. But it will in just a moment on the stream if you're watching. But you'll see that the world is enormous so far, and I'm saying so far because this is pre-launch. It's a it's a big place considering I'm in this little area called Pingent right here is my whole map, basically. Right here. You see this? Wait, that's Pingent or Ghent, right? And when you back out, it's freaking Blen Bray is huge. You see what I mean? Because there's those little places, and it's just there's a lot to it, man. But you can also pull up your local map. This is where I'm at, and I'm standing way down here, but there's 15 friendly players in the vicinity. That's why all the stuff's always gone because so many people locally right now. Just crazy. There's usually not that many people in here. Not this time of day, anyway. Coming up in a few days, I don't know when I'll get it all put in, but I'll be able to. I'll be playing some music in the background too, and it's all donated. I don't know if I told you that a while ago, but I told everybody on the stream. Yep. Eventually, got some segments I'm gonna work in, like so it's kind of people can expect certain little things. Like right now, the only real segment I've added is break. Coming up in about 2 minutes or so, I'm gonna take a break for a couple minutes, stretch my legs, get some coffee, get rid of some coffee if needed. Yeah, but when I do, there's a song that plays, and it's called "Great Day." I'm using it kind of as my show song. It was sent to me by a buddy of mine, and it's like it's got this, kind of a happy overtone, but when you listen to it, it's based on a serial killer. So kind of cool. I like it. I've been using that as my intro song. Man, you're over here. You better leave. This guy come over here right when I started hitting that rock. Like that's rude, dude. I don't want them. Keep getting rough logs. We need rough logs, but not when you're out trying to get what I'm trying to get. Yeah, I was trying to get ahead of them over here to look around. Oh, is it gone yet? It's not back. No, no. You gotta kind of remember where the stuff. You just look a lot of it, but like all of this, man, these guys have already been here. There's so many people in here right now. This stuff is like there's only two on there, and there should be six, so it was mined recently, even though it's coming back already. You see what I mean? And I'm not messing with those guys. There's too many of them, first of all. Oh. No, you don't get the the look-see on this like that. You just kind of find it. You really get used to what zone has the most of what, though. You know what I mean? There's like certain zones will have more ore in it than other zones. Because if those guys wasn't over there, there's a place where that travertine, and it's hard to find sometimes. It's just stacks of it, but they're killing it off faster than. But like this, that's travertine, and it's a full rock. I want it, and I'm only 42% full up here on my ox, so sand can hold quite a bit. And that's what I've been doing during the show. Because I sit here and tinker with stuff that people don't see. I'm working out the bugs on OBS Studio. My X keys is now being programmed in so I can just button quick switch everything and transition. Don't have to look for stuff or look at my other monitor to see what OBS is doing, you know. Oh man, I better check my Facebook. I got 5 people wanting to. Yeah, it's getting about that time. I'm just checking my Facebook game I have going on my personal Facebook real quick. Yeah, there's a plan for the show, and the more content I have, the smoother it will run, no matter what game I'm playing. You know, there's little, you know, things I throw up on the screen. I don't know how many times you've watched the show, but since I'm going to break, you get to see it go to break, so I do that real quick. So, ladies and gentlemen, you are watching Tea and Coffee. I'm your host, OutThnk, in here hanging out in Discord with me right now. I've got Asphyxiating. Thank you, Asphyxiating. It's always fun to have somebody to talk to, or talk at, I guess, is what you could call it. So, yeah, I try to, but I usually over-talk most everybody. But you can catch this show 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central, which is -5 UTC for all you global viewers out there. And while I go to break, you're going to actually get to hear the little jingle by my buddy Thinkerton, or if you want to know him by his gamer name, he's Snardfarkle. That's right, THNK's very own Snardfarkle. So hang out with us just a few minutes. You might hear a little bit of silence at the end of the break. Just depends on how long it takes me. But, you know, I'm the boss, so I guess I get to figure out when I come back from break. But I try to make it relatively quick to give you your viewing experience, complete and total package thing. You know, I don't want to take away from the show any more than necessary. So hang out with us, and we'll be back real soon.
To get out on a sunny afternoon, the smell of life all around me, and people go about their lives so innocently. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to feel alive. The only way I know how. The only way I know how. The liquid's warm as it's flowing through my fingers. The salty smell of life, it still lingers. The way a photograph will freeze moment in time. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to feel alive. The only way I know how. The only way I know how. Together, my passion drives me to find you, and you'll help me live my life in infamy. It's a great day to be alive. It's a great day to feel alive. The only way I know how. The only way I know how.
And we're back with Tea and Coffee. I'm your host, OutThnk. You know, the T, it stands for Thinkerton. That's right. We are Thinkerton. You can find us on Facebook.com/Thinkerton online. That's right. You can find us right there. You can join us by finding us in game as Thinkerton. Sometimes you find us under THNK. If you'd like to, join up, message us, get a hold of us, jump in Discord. And that's all it takes. It doesn't take long, To be a Thinkerton, all we expect is you to be anything but a douche. There's plenty of that that goes around on the internet. We don't do that. We don't do the race, gender, national origin, sex. Well, we talk about sex, but we won't talk about your gender or your preference in gender. That's your business. Our business is fun, gaming, entertainment, laughing, silliness, grown men being, silly. But it's what the world needs, I think, There's more adults just relaxing and being silly. My political view is that this is only one I use on the show, is that we should have free internet for everyone and lots of information. That'd be pretty much the beginning of solving the problems. Oh, look at this. We're going to go around this little pond, and all we're going to do is grab this flax, which somebody will need to turn into something. I may turn it into something and then put it in the guild bank for somebody to turn into some sort of clothing they need. I get the XP of refining it basically that way. Since I'm working on being an expert quarrier, a master adventurer, an adept fiber harvester. Oh, that's just the I can go ahead. Asphyxiating, saying, "Oh, you got the wrong thing up on the screen." Well, here, we'll just fade myself out. I need to make that where it beams me out, kind of like that Star Trek effect or something. Because now it's like, oh, where'd he go? Where'd he go? And it's like people don't understand. I call that camera. That's the shot of me, right? If you really want to know, it's the ugly mug cam. Yep, you're watching Tea and Coffee, and that's the ugly mug cam. which allows you to see that there actually is a person sitting here. It's not a recording. I'm just doing this to have some fun, to relax, to recruit people. You know, as a commander, should be a really good recruiting tool. Unless you're wanting a commander that's diehard gamer, you know, like, oh, I gotta have the armor, you know. No, that's not how I play. Now, I like players that play like that because it takes a few of them to succeed in combat, but I'm more of a people person, I guess. Yes, okay. But yeah, the exciting world of Albion Online harvesting and gathering, it's just, I have to talk a lot just to make it a little interesting. And I did get my snacks. I got me some chocolate chip cookies, some more hot coffee, and an oldie but a goodie that most people don't like, but man, I like them. Ginger snaps. Man, they are really good. I like dipping them in milk, but I'm not going to do that while I'm doing the show. I dip them in coffee too sometimes, but they're so hard if you don't, man. They're like crunch. That's part of the goodness about them. Yeah. I told my kid my youngest one, that we should make some gingerbread cookies sometime, homemade. You know, me and her cook a lot. I'm not bashful to say I like to cook. And I have no etiquette when it comes to streaming because I'm eating on the stream, but I'm a gamer and that's allowed, I think. So if people hear me crunching, that's just an added sound effect. Besides that, my doctor told me I needed to gain some weight, so how many people's doctors tell them, you need to gain some weight? I'm like, I weigh the same exact thing I did when I got out of high school. It didn't hurt me then. I don't guess it's hurting me now. Because I'm underweight, always have been. Just born that way. Just born that way. I think I could eat. I don't know. I'm pushing it now. I'm trying to eat more than I ever have just to see if I can. But I hate eating to where you just don't feel good. That's never been satisfying to me. Ouch. Was it they do? They couldn't do that laparoscopic. Doesn't sound like. I have to take a handful of pills. It's that time of the day for that. That's another segment I need, where I automatically find out that the show needs to tell me, time to take your pill. Da, 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 da. Mm-hmm. Hey, no, I'm thankful for them because without them, I'm really bad. But you know, oh, it's like you're a slave to them when you take as many of them as I do. Well, they work, so. Well, without them, I move around so bad, ain't no way I could even sit here and do this. Pancreas? What do you have? What? Man, pancreatitis is rough. I watched one of my best buddies in the whole world die from that. In my pit bull. I had a pit bull that had serious problems with pancreatitis, and his only diet, dude, was chicken, boiled chicken, and rice. That's all he could eat, and vitamins. And dude, he was freaking one of the best dogs I've ever had. His name was Patton. Yeah, but the last time he got it, he just, it finally got him. Because usually he'd get down real bad, and ain't nothing you can do but basically not feed him, not water him. I mean, you have to let him. And it's hard to do. It's hard to watch them for sure. Man, I bet that's a terrible thing. I feel for you. Man, that's yeah. I wouldn't want to go through it. I need to get out of this area. I've been kind of in this same area this whole time. Oh, yeah, I need to go over here, but not right through the worst skies. Oh, that's the one I need. Y'all run away. Y'all run away. That's the one I need right there. Oh, I gotta kill that skeleton to get it, I think. Some. Ah. Oh, I got it. I got it. I wanted that ore. Let's see. Learn. Yes. Mastery level 7. This thing behind this is called the Destiny board. It shows your progression and how you gotta progress. I'm gonna show it to you just after this gets through showing me what all I got. Alright. This is the Destiny board, right? You see this craziness? This is your Destiny board. As you can see where I'm going right now. That's my expert stone cutter, expert ore smelter, and these are my, quarrier and my miner. That's what I've been doing mostly, though. You can tell. Now, other people's trees will branch off and go somewhere totally different because they choose how they want to go. You know what I mean? You can go and do. It's an open world, man. It's a sandbox. So you can. So you could just, kind of get lost and just play however you want. Like my mom, she's talking, she's gonna play. And she's played Farmville for years. Dude, she's like, I tell everybody, I'm not kidding, she's got probably a 9 billion ranking in, Farmville. She's, yeah. But you can take that same thing in this game and actually farm, be a farmer if that's what you want to do, but produce for the guild. You see what I mean? Your crops actually go towards what we need. And that's a cool thing, and she likes that. Let's see if what somebody's come. Somebody guessed a name badge. Sorry, not a name badge. Thought about starting to give a clue during this show, make them have to watch if they want to guess, because some of them take it serious. They really want to know what the heck that picture of, because curiosity always kills the cat, I think. But I've been having fun with it. Me, a set of studio reference monitors. Oh, man, do you have a central heat and air system or a window air conditioner, heater, electric heater? It doesn't matter. Uh, a lot of times it'll just if that is when it clicks off and on. It may send a little through your line or refrigerator refrigerator coming off and on. It sounds like just line noise. Because audio's real bad about that kind of thing. Uh, I mean, or run them on a different protected power supply. I run all my audio gear through I was going to tell you the model, but it's an M8X squared Furman. It's a power conditioner. It's just something I do, but most of that, it sounds like a little like surge from the refrigerator could be coming on. Some electrical device in your house is they're probably kicking on and off, whether it's the refrigerator or especially older devices or older wiring in houses. You never can tell, man. You have to kind of. I can't hear it for one. You can hear me crunching probably. This guy chased me all the way around. He chased me a long time. Most of them give up after just a minute, but I guess since I stayed kind of close to where he's from, he could continue the chase. Yeah. Full travertine right there off the path at the entrance. People are up there harvesting like crazy and find one that's full right there. Yeah. Yeah, you start off with just regular old rough stone. And then you get to go like to sandstone, limestone, travertine, granite. I think the next one, no, this is just stone. It's slate is after granite. Oh, that's you get iron. You start off with. I can't remember if it's copper or you start off mining first. Is copper, and then you can get bronze and tin, steel, titanium. You can refine stuff into making, see what I mean? Better and better. But each one is a tier. Each new metal basically is a new tier, I believe, how it's working. Because, like, copper's tier 2, bronze is tier 3. Let's see. Tin is tier. Let's see. I'll have to look here, but it's iron is tier 4, copper's 2, tin is 3. So 5 is I guess steel, but I don't have any with me. Or is it bronze? Yeah, you can make bronze bars, steel bars, copper bars. Dude, in our guild bank, right? We've probably got 10,000 copper bars right now. Just because all the copper that I get, I just throw it in there. Now, somebody may have started making stuff out of it. And we got a bunch of bronze too, and a bunch of steel, and it's just what we collect. We're throwing it in there for the guys that are working on certain things can use it at their as soon as they get the chance. There's only one little bit of limestone. Somebody's been here. I need to see the map because we're gonna go up north. Man, I can't believe we're an hour and a half in to tea and coffee, and it's just been nothing but riding around in circles and me running at my mouth. What a show! What a show! Man, this is just fantastic broadcast. Bear with me, folks. Stripper poles getting installed next month. Things are gonna change. Man, that just hurt my feelings because I've been practicing. Got my thong ready and everything. Oh, my pasties are supposed to be coming in tomorrow. I think I'm gonna have to start buying softer snacks so they don't crunch so loud. Man, it's gone. I'm gonna try to pull a Axl Rose. Just get fat right in front of everybody's eyes. What? Right here? Yeah. Oh, I could. I just don't want to get out. I don't want to get outside this circle. This circle, if everything I'm carrying becomes my weight versus my ox's, and I walk very, very slowly. I'm gonna push A, and I'm gonna get off. I'm gonna go right here, and I'm gonna smack this dude once. Bye, Felicia.
You had me at stripper pole.
Oh, hey Beep, how are you? Ladies and gentlemen, Beep the Clown has joined us. Glad to have you, Beep. Glad to have you. Since Beep's here, we'll let everybody know Beep's a recruiter. He wants you to join us and be part of the Thinkerton community.
Down with the clown.
Yep, get down with the clown. The clown.
Beep wants you.
Yeah, they've been watching another exciting stream of me riding around in circles on my ox. Man, all the stuff was kind of gone in the areas today. There's like, I looked and it was like said 15 players were in the area, so I'm like, damn. It's a lot. Usually I don't run into that many people. They were like, all the stuff was gone, you know. It's like, dang, I need some travertine and stuff in there.
Dated a couple buildings on Rhode Island last night. I had to go get sandstone and limestone to do it.
Did you?
People out there.
I've been trying to put all I can in there. Good deal, ladies and gentlemen. Asphyxiating, who needs a new microphone, but we like him anyway. But yeah, man, have a good day, dude. We'll talk to you tomorrow.
See ya.
Later, man. Yeah.
Him in a long time.
He's been coming on a little bit in the mornings. I'm riding my ox. I think he's watching, kind of see. Today he's just sitting talking to me watching the stream because he's learning about the game, you know what I mean? He's thinking he's going to buy it. Like it, though. I'm liking it. You know, it does have its quirks, like all new games, but I like it. Even though I'm not really getting into the fighting. Do what?
Game, but I don't grind. Oh my god.
Well, I've experienced as bad or worse for sure.
Okay, well, all these games are like this. Anything that rewards you with better stuff is going to take a while to do it. So.
Absolutely. Did you look at those two games that I've shared in chat? Have you looked at any of the videos or their websites?
Which ones?
Black Wake and
Oh, yeah,
Sea of Thieves.
I have that on my Steam wish list for a while now.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, I haven't looked.
You need to look at it, man, because of what it is and how it's played, and you'll be like, oh, okay, wait a minute. Yeah. Might be interesting to look at, dude. I'm trying to.
Let's go to Steam and look at it.
Is Sea of Thieves a Steam game? I know Black Wake is.
See, Black Wake is on Steam.
Hey, Maggie's watching.
It is too.
Maggie's watching us on the stream. MS Mags, ladies and gentlemen. Thinkerton's very own. See, I seen that pop up. It's easier for me to answer a pop up than it is to online than it is to click over here and answer a message. Gotta go answer some comments now. Man, that wasn't even typing. I don't know what language that was. Sorry, not a keychain. Carry. But, yeah, Maggie's been a Thinkerton now for a number of years. We need to get her back online and running and gunning as soon as we can. Did you look at Sea of Thieves a little?
It's loading. Store.
Man, I'm going to kill you just because you wanted to start a fight. And I didn't. Kill you and mine you for your 10. 'Cause I occasionally do need to start killing a few things.
It's not on Steam.
I didn't think so. Sea of Thieves. But the link's right there and to look at it is
In the Discord chat.
yeah, it's like somewhere. It's really long. It's got that long, a lot of text after the link. And I can't believe that the stream is nearly over already today. I mean, I need to get the content worked out, the timing of the content, some fun and exciting events, maybe. Stripper poles and barrel chicka bucket down. Did you hear me earlier saying that I've got some artists already telling me to use their music on the show? Go ahead. So, yeah, they said that if we're streaming that
They want their music on.
yeah, they're cool with it. But you know me, I've already worked out so as their music plays that it'll show in the corner the artist and their album. You know, I want to make sure no matter if I remember to say it or not, they get credit.
Sea of Thieves. It's its own company. They're not Steam.
I forget who it is. It's a company that's making it. Oh, some more rare stuff. Or what is it?
Rare's the name of the company. Rare's upcoming multiplayer experience. Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
Become a pirate legend. They must. These games are reminding me of are the graphics from EverQuest Next. Everybody must be using that engine to call the new shit.
I haven't got that. I haven't looked at the engine on it.
I want you to do an Xbox Live account.
Yeah, I set one up just because it's going to be connected to Xbox, it looks like, so PC players and Xbox players might be playing all together, which would be cool. It means that the Thinkerton players that want to play on Xbox, you know, I told you I have a whole bunch of guys that play Xbox that want to be Thinkerton but don't have PCs. And if they can play with us, if they're on Xbox or whatever, I don't, that's fine, because they can use Discord on Xbox. I'm gonna run right over here. Without getting Sam killed, hopefully. Oh, Sam, run. Run, Sam, run. So what'd you upgrade last night on the island? Because I think Brockett was talking about upgrading one yesterday too, and Cheddar I know was looking at upgrades.
The one over by the mill.
I'd like to find more uncommon and stuff ore. That stuff's worth a lot of money. I want to build armor with it. I'll go over here to this one more area maybe for a sec before the stream ends and see what I can dig up. But it's kind of, your call cannot be completed as dialed. 1-900 numbers have been blocked by your wife. Please try again later. Chocolate chip cookies, ginger snaps, people watching you eat on the stream. Man, what a day, what a day. I kind of gotta forget to not get too comfortable, so I sit back and forget you guys are watching. And remember, we are recruiting. I'm gonna go ahead and throw that up for a moment. Just for a moment, I'm gonna throw up something here. See, this is why I need to have my, see, Beep's got company or something. Let's see. Put this one up for a moment. We'll get rid of the ugly mug cam for just a minute. Let everybody know that we are recruiting. We use Discord for voice. It's a free, 100% free download. Grab it, install it, use it. Come visit with us, hang out, be on the show. We talk about gaming. Sometimes we might talk about geeky science stuff, technology, freaking hardware, software that's coming out, just because that's the kind of stuff we like. So yeah, come on the show, hang out, talk with us, have some coffee. Maybe you have to bring your own coffee, bring your own chocolate chip cookies or snacks. That is, unless you're going to join me live in the cave, which is always an option. I probably could accommodate you just fine. I have accommodated full bands in here to play, which is always kind of fun. Want to get back to doing that one day, but no, we won't be doing tea and coffee with a live band. Now, I might have tea and coffee with a friend that might play a guitar or something one day if I can ever talk him into coming and visit me one day during the week when he's not working. He's the guy that plays the morning song. We could just get him to play it live on the air for us. Maybe do a little noodling on the guitar. That'd be kind of fun. But until then, you know, we ride Sam fearlessly around through the world of Albion and gather and pick up and see what the guys can turn it into. So don't forget, we are recruiting. Find us on Facebook. Find us on Twitter. I mean, you can pretty much find us everywhere. We got some people commenting on my photo. Oh, no. Not a small wheel. People are trying to guess the I Spy of the day, which is I Spy through my microscope eye. I was telling people about it earlier that I take a picture through my little microscope that I got. See, let me show you this. I'll go back over here to this little guy right here. Oh, let's use this one because it'd be easier for y'all to see. Since I'm just parked, it don't matter, right? This is why I need to get my X keys fully programmed so I don't have to fumble around to find the next thing on OBS. See, forgive the rubber bands around it, but you see it? I have a little microscope. And I take a pictures or 2 or 3 and share it with my friends on Facebook. And then they attempt to guess what it is. Yet, when you're looking through the perspective of a microscope, sometimes it can be difficult. Sometimes they guess it, and I'm like, how in the world were they able to see that? But somebody has already seen it. Oh, what is this? 6 iron ores. Uncommon ore. We will take it, we will take it, we will take it and run. There was another one right beside it, but it's already gone. Now we go sneaking off over here. But yeah, so as they guess the microscope thing, I give them a clue, give them another one around lunchtime. You know, if they hadn't guessed it then, they'll get another one at 6 and then an answer about 9 p.m. So it's ongoing. I've considered changing it a little bit just because it's a time. Sometimes my time doesn't allow me to answer back and stuff as fast as I like. So I might have to change it to a day or something a week, like a Monday thing or something, but I think a bunch of them would complain then that why isn't it every day, because some of them really like it. Some of them, I think it frustrates them more than anything. And I said earlier, somebody on my Facebook friends should know exactly what it is, right? And it was kind of funny that their guess earlier wasn't even close. I was like, oh, and I thought this person would have to know it. If they seen the I Spy today, they would be the one that probably would guess it. When they were way off. So, yeah. Probably gonna have to go to the noon clue, which then I think that if they see the noon clue, they've got to get it. But somebody else may get it before them. See, it becomes a race. You know, that's kind of how the I Spy works. If it gets too obvious, then it's first come. You know, it's the first person to answer is going to be the winner there. But some of the people that's figured out some stuff, just how they put it together in their brain, just amaze me. I guess that's why it's fun for me, is to see who sees what. It's kind of crazy. One day was a magic 8-ball, when the clue was pretty crazy, yet somebody was able to put it all together and get it. I probably can't get this guy over here. We'll see. Needs a depth sickle or better. Dang it. Some kind of enchanted plant there. It's going to be uncommon something. And I can't get it yet because I don't have the skills to get it. One day soon. The more you cut this stuff down, the more you get towards it. See, I'm getting pretty close. I got a couple of thousand, I guess, to go, but try to remember where all that stuff is, and I think they rotate. Me and Cheddar were talking about that last night. I think they change which one is magical. I don't think the plants change places per se, or the rocks, but which one becomes enchanted randomly. You know, if somebody gets it so many times, or so much is gotten from it, it changes locations. See, that's part of the trickery in these games. It keeps it so somebody ain't standing there all the time just waiting to get it, because somebody would. Somebody would be farming it like crazy. Because when we thought you could do it, we were already making plans to do it. Trust us. Man, if that's going to appear there every time, let's get it. No, don't work that way. Dang. We tried. I guess Beep had to step away. You know, that's life. That's how things work. People mute themselves and step away. Life calls, wife calls. Uh-oh. And it's gone. Everything is still gone. The stuff we want. Somebody's just going around harvesting all the good stuff, and they just leaving this other stuff. Last night I seen somebody from one of them other guilds. I guess big guild. They had a guy. That's all he was doing. He's running through, leaving everything but finding the special stuff and running off. I guess that's his task with them. Is to gather that kind of stuff or something, but I just get everything. Maybe that's wrong of me, but it takes a lot longer. Kind of work an area for a little while, get a few things, work to another area. And with the talking, yeah, we fill up Sam about the same amount every show, but the time we do some talking and some breaks and some cookies and some snacks, and we don't quite fill him up all the way. But that's alright. We're going to start heading back. If we see something really fantastic, we'll grab it. If we don't, we keep going. No, 10 isn't super fantastic, but like I said, I'm an ore whore. I have to have it. I gotta go. I want it all. I hoard it. I don't care what kind, as long as I get it. Well, we're continually working our way towards the south if we can, because that's where the exit is. Look at that. Some travertine right there. A little more ore over here. We may not make it to the gate by the end of the show. We've only got 5 minutes left of tea and coffee. Only 5 minutes. 5-minute warning, 5-minute warning. Sandstone. We always need sandstone and limestone. Always a project at hand. When you're a supplier, you're just a supplier. You're just getting the stuff just to see what happens. And I'll get everything I can too. Need to start moving back north. I know there's some good stuff over there, but we were talking about moving north for the last few minutes of the episode. Right straight north if we can. Straight north if it'll let us. Running, whether there's a bad guy or not. Oh, there's some ore. We'll take that 10. We'll turn around and get this 10. And we move south some more. Going south. South. Headed south. Headed south. Oh no, I came over here with the baddies. Like I said, we just keep running so poor Sam doesn't die. Now we get this stuff while we're here. Yep, there's some people out getting some stone today, I tell you. Lots of stone. Lots of people getting some stone. Let me check my Facebook again.
I got the grandsons here, so I'm gonna mute my mic.
Oh no, I understand. Life happens. We are a family-oriented clan. We don't mind people with kids. That's just... I got kids. I don't guess I should care if people have children and lives and... Well, we found the path. We can make a straight run for the home, but I was kind of liking cutting through the brush a little. Picking up what we can on the way out. Got a 2-minute warning going on, basically. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. I could be here for days, literally, just getting stones. Oh man, get back on the mark. Let's go. We don't want to fight. We're trying to get out of here. We'll go down here like this. Shake him off. He's wanting to follow us for a while. Look at him. Working hard. He's still chasing us. What the heck? You gonna give up, dude? What'd they do? Change y'all? He finally gave up. Wow, he's a chaser right there. Riding along in an ox. Gotta cross this bridge here, I guess. It's right there on the road. We'll take it. I don't mind. If they're that close, might as well get them. But ladies and gentlemen, I hate to say it, I'm just going to park right here for a moment as I say thank you all for hanging out with me today. My name on here is OutThnk. You've been watching Tea and Coffee. So why don't you tell your friends, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. Central Time which is also -5 UTC. I do this and just game and have some fun. So, yeah, tell your friends, join us. Make sure that you download, if you want to join me, grab yourself Discord or find us on Facebook. I mean, we are all over the internet. I can't stress it enough. We're looking for people to play some games with all the time. So if you like gaming, Facebook, you can find us at Facebook.com/Thinkerton Online. You can find us on Twitter, Twitch. I mean, we're on a lot of places. So look us up, find us, come join us, be part of the Thinkerton family, because we like considering ourselves a family of gamers, having a good time. And from all of us to all of you, again, thank you for watching Tea and Coffee. But the main thing is to remember to just have fun. We like to wish everybody always the good luck and have fun.